unstoppable vision, the strength born from stillness, the clarity shaped by discipline.
There is a kind of silence that lives within the body, a quiet call that speaks through discomfort, through the small signs we often overlook. Sometimes it whispers as tension in the muscles, sometimes as restlessness in the mind, and sometimes as dryness within, a signal that life's flow, both inner and outer, has begun to lose its rhythm. When the body feels tired, depleted, or disconnected, it is not only a physical state, it is a reflection of how we have been living. The body and mind are never separate. What one endures, the other remembers. Imagine early morning in a mountain valley. The mist is rising, the air is cool, and a soft breeze moves through the leaves. Every plant, every drop of dew, every breath of wind exists in perfect harmony. Nothing resists its nature. The soil receives, the roots drink, the sun nourishes, and the cycle continues. But what happens when the soil becomes dry, when the rain no longer visits, when the nourishment we once had slowly fades away? The earth does not complain, it simply waits, patiently, silently, for balance to return. Before we begin, if you care about staying healthy, vibrant, and independent well into your golden years, please consider subscribing to our channel and clicking that little notification bell. We share in-depth, practical health tips that doctors are often too busy to mention, and I don't want you to miss a single one. And I have a quick question for you, one I love to ask. Where are you watching from today? Are you in the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, or somewhere else entirely? Please drop a comment below and let me know where you're from. It truly brightens my day to see how far this wonderful senior health community of ours reaches. In the same way, our bodies speak to us when we lose harmony with ourselves. Vaginal dryness, fatigue, hormonal imbalance, these are not punishments, they are messages. They say slow down, reconnect, restore the flow of life inside you. When we become too busy, too distracted, or too anxious, we draw energy upward into the mind and away from the roots of our being. The body, deprived of presence and nourishment, begins to dry. The mind seeks solutions outside, but the truth lies within, in how we breathe, how we rest, how we eat, and how we honor the quiet intelligence of nature. So, before we seek quick fixes, let us ask, what does it mean to feel truly nourished? Not only in the body, but in the spirit? What if healing dryness is not merely about adding moisture, but about restoring balance, the natural flow that life intended for every part of us? The journey to restore harmony begins with understanding. To understand why the body feels dry, depleted, or disconnected, we must look beyond the surface. We live in a world of constant motion where attention is pulled in 100 directions at once. The body and mind, like rivers, need a steady source of nourishment to flow freely. When the river is blocked, and by stress, by unhealthy habits, by neglect, the waters recede. We feel dryness not only in the body but in the spirit. And at the root of this is always the same teacher: attachment. Attachment to comfort, to control, to distraction. Attachment clouds our awareness and pulls us away from our own natural rhythm. A Shaolin master once told a story about a young monk struggling with the practice of meditation. The boy wanted immediate results. He wanted calmness in the first day, strength in the first week. But the master simply guided him to the water's edge and said, "Observe the river. Do not try to hold it. Do not try to force it. Learn its pace." For months the boy sat. Some days he felt nothing. Some days he felt frustration. Slowly he began to notice that the river moved on its own, and if he let go of his need to control it, he could sit in its flow. Our bodies too teach us this lesson. Vaginal dryness, low energy, tension, they are signals that we have ignored the flow of life. We have tried to control the body rather than support it, to demand results rather than cultivate patience. We eat quickly, we sleep late, we move without mindfulness, and then we wonder why the inner rivers run dry. It is not punishment, it is guidance. The body speaks in its own language, inviting us to slow down, to listen, and to nourish ourselves with care and respect. Nature itself offers endless metaphors. Look at the bamboo. Strong, flexible, resilient. It does not demand the sun or the rain, it simply opens to receive what is offered. In its growth, there is rhythm and patience. The lotus grows through mud, yet blossoms with grace. In the same way, we must recognize the conditions that create imbalance in our lives, our fears, our impatience, our neglect, and our lack of awareness. These are not failures, they are opportunities to cultivate understanding. Practical awareness begins with noticing. What do you give your body each day? What foods, what breath, what movement, what rest do you allow? How often do you simply sit, silent, and feel the flow within you? Understanding the root of dryness, whether physical, emotional, or energetic, allows us to approach it with humility and intention rather than frustration or shame. The first step toward healing is always see. Awareness opens the door to choice. Awareness reveals the habits that drain life from us. Awareness reminds us that we are not separate from nature. We are part of its ebb and flow. And once we see clearly, we can begin to act with purpose. We can nurture the river instead of damming it. And in doing so, we begin to restore harmony in the body, in the mind, and in life itself. Healing begins not in rushing to a solution, but in creating space. A space where the body, mind, and spirit can breathe together. To restore the natural flow within, we must first cultivate awareness, then practice deliberate nourishment, movement, and stillness. These are the tools that allow the inner rivers to return to their course. Begin with breath. Sit quietly and notice the inhalation and the exhalation. Do not try to change it, simply observe. Each breath is a wave moving through your body, washing away tension, bringing life to places you may have forgotten exist. Visualize the air entering, softening every cell. Feel it flow downward like a gentle stream, moistening and nurturing the roots of your being. This simple awareness, done daily, begins to reconnect you with the body's natural rhythm. Breath is both anchor and mirror. It shows us how we are resisting, how we are present, and how we can begin again. Next, consider the nourishment you offer. Just as a river flourishes when rain falls upon it, so too does the body thrive when given the right foods. Whole, natural, unprocessed ingredients, grains, fresh vegetables, nuts, seeds, and water-rich fruits act as medicine and meditation in themselves. In Shaolin tradition, the simplest foods often hold the greatest power because they honor the body's inherent wisdom. Eating becomes not just a task, but an act of gratitude, a way to feed life itself. Slow down, chew deeply, feel each flavor, and notice how your body responds. This practice transforms meals into rituals of restoration. Movement is the next teacher. Gentle stretching, mindful walking, or qigong can awaken the body's energy. Imagine your inner rivers flowing as you move. Each motion should be conscious, deliberate, and free of tension. Do not strive for performance. Move as the bamboo bends with the wind, flexible, resilient, responsive to the present moment. These small daily practices restore circulation, calm the nervous system, and reconnect you with the body you often neglect in the rush of life. Now let us practice a short visualization. Close your eyes and picture a clear mountain spring. The water is pure, moving slowly over rocks, nourishing every plant along its path. Inhale and imagine the water entering your body. Feel it flow through every vein, every cell, bringing hydration, warmth, and life. Exhale and release tension, dryness, and fear. Let the water flow freely, washing away what no longer serves you. Repeat this for several breaths, feeling the connection between your inner rivers and the world around you. Discipline is not punishment. It is kindness toward the self. Just as the sun rises steadily each day, so too can we cultivate small, consistent practices. Begin with 10 minutes of breath awareness in the morning. Add mindful eating at one meal. Take a short walk, noticing the earth beneath your feet. Over time, these practices compound, like drops of water filling a vessel. Consistency matters more than intensity. Each small action, repeated, becomes a wave returning life to the body, opening pathways that were once dry. In relationships, this practice of presence extends outward. When you honor your own flow, you naturally bring calm, patience, and attentiveness to others. Tension dissolves, and the dryness that comes from comparison or fear is softened. Even in work, the mind that is nourished and present functions with clarity and resilience. The practice is holistic. The body is fed, The mind is quieted, the spirit restored. Notice too that silence is part of the path. In silence, we hear the messages of our body and mind. In quiet, we feel where energy is stuck, where dryness resides. Sitting for even a few moments each day, observing without judgment, allows these messages to surface. These moments are not empty, they are filled with life. The rivers move unseen beneath the surface, slowly, steadily, surely. Remember, the path is not about rushing to fix dryness, to force nourishment, or to demand perfection. It is about presence, attention, and patience. Healing is not linear, it is cyclical. There will be days of abundance and days of apparent scarcity. The river flows regardless, and we simply learn to move with it. In daily life, integrate the practice gently, drink water consciously. Choose foods that nurture, move in a way that feels alive. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and honor the messages of your body. These small acts are powerful because they restore harmony at the root, not just the surface. The journey of practice is a journey of awareness, patience, and care. Through breath, nourishment, movement, and silence, we return to the natural flow. We learn that the rivers within are not lost. They are merely waiting for our attention, our presence, and our devotion to life itself. Even as we begin to walk the path of restoration, challenges arise. The human mind has a way of creating obstacles where none exist. It whispers impatience, urges comparison, and magnifies small discomforts. We may follow the practices for a few days, feel a glimpse of relief, and then falter, returning to old habits of neglect, distraction, or haste. This is not failure, it is part of the journey. Every student of life must navigate these currents. One of the most common traps is pride. We may feel that we should have already healed, that change should be immediate, or that we are doing enough simply because we are aware of the problem. Yet healing is not a race, nor is it a competition. The body, like nature, requires time. Even the tallest tree grows slowly, unseen for years before reaching the sky. When we allow pride to dominate, we force the river, creating tension and dryness rather than nourishing flow. Haste is another frequent companion. In our desire for instant results, we may adopt extreme diets, over-exercise, or overcomplicate practices. This is like pounding on a riverbank, hoping to make the water move faster. The water will not obey, it follows its own rhythm. The same is true for the body. Gentle, consistent actions are far more effective than bursts of force. Patience and repetition cultivate results that last. Doubt also challenges the path. We may wonder whether our efforts are working, whether the practices are enough, or whether something else is better or faster. This doubt is a natural companion, but it becomes destructive when it replaces trust in the process. The mind seeks evidence, yet true change is often subtle, invisible at first. Like seeds beneath the soil, growth occurs before we see it. Trust in the flow, even when it seems hidden. Comparison is another subtle thief of harmony. Observing others and measuring our progress against theirs can dry the spirit faster than any external condition. Each body, each life, each river flows differently. Bamboo bends differently in the wind, the lotus blooms at its own pace. To compare is to resist the natural rhythm of our own being. Instead, we must honor the path that is ours, embracing our unique pace and patterns. Distractions of modern life are perhaps the most persistent. Notifications, obligations, noise, and busyness pull attention away from the body's quiet messages. We may think we are too busy for mindful practice, but it is precisely these moments that call for attention. Even 5 minutes of awareness, taken amidst the chaos, restores connection more than hours of rushed or distracted effort. A Shaolin story illustrates this well. A young disciple, eager to master the forms, practiced violently and without care. Each movement became rigid, filled with tension. The master observed silently and said, "You chase the form, but the form does not chase you. Calm the mind. Respect the body. Let it guide you." In that moment, the disciple realized that effort without mindfulness creates resistance rather than growth. The challenges we face are not punishments, they are guidance. Each trap, pride, haste, doubt, comparison, distraction, points to areas where awareness has yet to deepen. When we meet them with patience, humility, and presence, we learn not only to continue the practice, but to strengthen it. Growth is forged in the willingness to observe obstacles, to embrace them, and to move forward gently but steadily. When we move through challenges with patience and awareness, transformation begins quietly, almost imperceptibly. Like the first light of dawn brushing over a still valley, the change is subtle, yet profound. It is in the repetition of mindful breaths, the gentle flow of water through our body, the small choices of nourishment and presence that true transformation takes root. Strength does not arrive suddenly, it grows silently, much like bamboo bending steadily in the wind or a river carving its way through stone over centuries. Wisdom emerges as we learn to observe without forcing, to listen without judgment, and to act with intention. The body begins to respond not because we demand it to, but because we have learned to honor it. Vaginal dryness, tension, and fatigue slowly soften. The body becomes receptive, alive with the quiet power of nourishment, both physical and energetic. What once felt scarce now begins to flow. The mind, too, relaxes as control loosens and trust deepens. The river returns to its course, carrying life, resilience, and clarity. Consider water as a metaphor for this transformation. Water is soft yet persistent. It can erode rock, carve valleys, and sustain life, not through force, but through steady presence. In the same way, consistent, gentle practices, breath, mindful eating, conscious movement, and silence create a profound effect over time. The softness of water becomes the strength of mountains. This principle applies to our own bodies and spirits. Patience and consistency cultivate lasting vitality and inner harmony. Bamboo teaches us another lesson. It grows slowly underground for years, invisible to the eye, before it shoots upward, tall and strong. So too does self-mastery and restoration of life force take root in unseen ways before it manifests outwardly. We may not notice change day by day, but if we remain committed, the growth becomes undeniable. The dryness that once seemed permanent gradually dissolves into life and fluidity. The tension that weighed the mind and body is softened. Presence replaces distraction, awareness replaces haste, and the flow of life returns to its natural rhythm. Transformation also brings a quiet joy, not loud or boisterous, but deep and sustaining. It is the joy of alignment, of reconnecting with what is natural and whole. Each small victory, a meal eaten with mindfulness, a few minutes of silence, a moment of conscious breath, compounds into a life that feels nourished from the inside out. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when approached with intention and awareness. The mundane act of breathing, walking, or eating becomes a sacred practice, a way to honor life itself. The awakening of this wisdom often arrives in moments of reflection, when we pause and notice the subtle changes. Perhaps the body feels softer, more hydrated, perhaps the mind is calmer, perhaps the heart carries less resistance and more gratitude. These moments are the proof of transformation, life returning to its natural rhythm. There is no need to chase results. The results are already present in the subtle, consistent cultivation of care. At this stage, life begins to feel lighter. We are no longer at war with ourselves, no longer forcing the river to flow. We move with the currents, not against them. Challenges may arise, but they are met with calm resilience. Mistakes no longer discourage, they teach. Discomfort no longer frightens. It signals an opportunity to observe, to listen, and to nourish. True wisdom is inseparable from transformation. When we embrace patience, consistency, and presence, weakness becomes strength, dryness becomes flow, and stillness becomes power. The inner river, once blocked, now moves freely. It carries vitality through every cell, clarity through every thought, and serenity through every moment. In this state, life is no longer something to endure. It is something to participate in, fully, consciously, and gratefully. As we arrive at the close of this journey together, take a moment to breathe deeply and feel the body beneath you. Notice the subtle currents of life flowing within, the gentle rhythm of breath, the pulse of blood, the quiet nourishment moving through every cell. These are the reminders that the body, like the rivers and forests of nature, possesses its own wisdom. It does not rush, it does not demand, yet it provides everything we need when we honor it with presence, care, and patience. To carry this understanding forward, I invite you to a simple practice. one that can be integrated into your life with ease, yet holds the power to transform each morning. Set aside 10 minutes of silence. Sit or lie comfortably. Close your eyes. Follow your breath as it flows naturally. Imagine a river within your body, carrying life, moisture, and energy to every part of you. If thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds across the sky, returning gently to the breath. After 10 minutes, open your eyes slowly, carrying this awareness into the rest of your day. This small act of presence nourishes the body, calms the mind, and reconnects the spirit with the natural flow of life. Remember the lessons we have explored. Awareness is the first step toward balance. Patience allows transformation to take root. Consistent, gentle practices cultivate strength. And challenges are guides, not punishments. Your body's messages are invitations to care for yourself with love and respect. Healing is not a destination, but a journey of mindfulness, nourishment, and presence. As you move through your day, notice how small actions can create profound changes. Drink water consciously, eat with gratitude, move with attention, rest with awareness, speak with kindness. Each moment offers an opportunity to restore balance, to rehydrate the rivers within, and to honor the natural rhythm of your being. I invite you to reflect on these teachings, carry them into your life, and continue the practice with dedication and compassion. Share this journey with others who may need it, and remember that every step, no matter how small, contributes to a greater flow of vitality, calm, and inner strength. Take one final breath now, slowly and deeply. Feel the connection between body, mind, and spirit. Bow gently to yourself in gratitude for your attention, your presence, and your willingness to restore harmony within. Carry this quiet strength into every day, like a river flowing steadily, unshaken, yet unstoppable.